sessions and advice for all walks of life. With J, Marie, and Blue, we've got topics just for you, bringing it all to light. We're vividly vocal. We're vividly vocal.
What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 4 of
Vividly Vocal.
Vividly Vocal.
We're vividly
Vocal. Of course, with your host, J. Marine.
and Blue.
Y'all know we had to come back every week to give y'all our opinions that might not matter to some, but matter to all. I know it matters to us, but y'all know what we're coming to do. Today's episode, of course, is about to be social media versus reality.
A lot of you motherfuckers don't like reality. I know that.
A lot of y'all live in this fairy tale ass world full of rainbows, crickets, and fucking unicorns riding penises and all. I mean, some of y'all need to wake the fuck up and face the fact that this is not social media. But with no further ado, let's get into it. So, I want to ask a question, Miss Blue.
Okay.
How do you think social media has changed our perspective of reality?
How social media's changed our perspective of reality in a lot of ways, and damn near always. Like, you know, people comparing their entire lives to how people on social media conduct themselves, like comparing like your life or your milestones, your face and your body, your career, your relationships, like damn near on all fronts. So I feel like social media is definitely, you know, first of all, with people's bodies, like people's bodies are becoming like a trend, like
BBLs.
Yeah, BBLs. Like, let's say, I remember back in 2014, thigh gaps were a thing.
The fuck is that?
Like when, like your legs are skinny enough to where you see a gap between your thighs.
Oh, I've never.
And I remember, like, the year after that, I was like 16 or some shit like that. Somebody said, I like your collarbone. And I was like, my what? Your collarbone. Your collarbone is so trendy, right? Like, what? Collarbones? I was like, collarbones are a thing now? Like,
What the fuck?
Yeah, BBLs. People don't get their titties. Well, I know people get their titties done, but titties aren't a huge thing right now.
The BBLs are what's really popular right now. And it's the fall off the bone BBLs.
Oh my God.
That's
horrible.
Well,
Going to the butcher.
Going to the man that lives in the back of the alley of the motherfucking apartments to get chopped on a piece of wood and shit by some random ass blades and knives and shit.
Or getting some pumped in your ass, some fucking tire fix-a-flat pumped in your ass. Things of that nature where you could damn near die because you want a bigger ass.
I don't understand why some of y'all, I mean, yeah, well, I feel like I kind of blame some of the music that's happening right now that's influencing some of these people to do the shit they do, because a lot of niggas be talking about in their song, yeah, if your bitch got a BBL, I'll fuck her or some shit like that, which will encourage a bitch to be like, or a lot of people, a lot of rappers on social media be posting bitches with BBL, so that kind of encourage, not all of us, but encourage some people to be like, well, let me go ahead and get a BBL. And I just feel like that's weird because some of y'all are not shaped for y'all shaped like ants.
Oh my God. I also feel like rap music has like really like encouraged, I'm not gonna say encouraged, but like really encouraged like baby mama. Like rappers, baby mamas getting famous just for being the baby mama, right?
Yeah.
Like Jada Waiter, Ari. Who's another baby mama? I guess, is her name Summer Ella or some shit? Like, I don't know.
Who?
I don't know. Like, what's his name? Boogie with the hoodie, baby mama.
Oh, I know you're talking about, but I don't know her name.
Yeah, I feel like it's becoming more like accepted. Like young girls be like, well, Ari has $1 million and she got a baby daddy. Well, I can go get a baby daddy and I'll be okay. When that's not the case at all.
I was about to say, who's Ari baby daddy? I forgot. G Herbo,
yeah.
Fuck, I didn't think about it, so it skipped my mind. But a lot of these baby mamas, yeah, they do get famous for the shit they do, but also with that, some of them use their fame to start businesses, which I like. I like to a certain extent, like for Ari. I love Ari. I guess I'm a big fan of Ari.
I don't like Ari. She's annoying.
I don't like Jada.
Yeah, she's annoying too.
Oh, but Ari, I like Ari because she flipped that fame, because a lot of people be paying thousands and thousands of dollars just to see her.
Right.
Just to see that ass, just to see her, period. Right. But she gained all that, and now she has her own, don't make me lie to you, her own lip gloss line, Remedy. All I know is Remedy. I want to say it's just either lip gloss or his face and everything. And now she's sold out everywhere. So, you know, I want to say social media does have some form of, you know, a financial impact, but they have a lot of negative impacts either. Like, I mean, you
well,
go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, financially, yeah, but socially too can have a negative impact. Well, Boogie with the Hoodies baby mom is called Ella Bands, not Summerella. That's somebody else I was thinking of. But Ella Bands.
Oh, okay.
You probably never seen that, I don't know. But yeah, socially, I mean, financially good for them, but they're having an effect on the culture, like, negatively. You know, like, more girls, I'm not gonna say they're the reason more girls are baby mamas, because that's not fair to say, but it's like encouraging, you know, it's okay to be a baby mama, it's okay to get on social media and act a fucking fool, you know.
Yeah, they're giving that narrative of this is how to quote unquote be a bad bitch,
right,
quote unquote.
Right.
I get what you're saying. Have you I know you heard of it, but you watched the Impact Atlanta or Atlanta Impact?
I haven't. I've heard of it, but I wasn't interested enough to watch it.
So I've watched it, and the last episode was like a couple days ago, and I came across a TikTok, and it said, what the fuck was the point of that whole show? Like, none of them live in Atlanta. So what impact do they have on Atlanta? And I really had to think about it, because they really not from, none of them are from Atlanta. Yeah.
They're not?
I don't think
really?
so. I'm going to have to do some research on it. I know Ari's from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Ari and Tay are from Chicago. And Tay started doing hair. They did. And then a lot of things on that show, too, was just really crazy. Like, I love Ari and Tay, but I don't think none of them is originally from Atlanta. Yeah, they might live in Atlanta or live, like, on the outskirts, but I don't think, unless I'm wrong.
Tay not from Atlanta?
Yeah.
He from Chicago?
Ari from Chicago. And I want to say, let me see, because I want to say Jada Waiter is not from Atlanta either. Hold on, let me see, because I don't like being a liar. Is
Des Dior on that show?
Yes.
I think this should say Dallas. Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
Jada Waiter. Oh, shit. Yeah, Jada Waiter.
Des Dior, Destiny Bailey. Savannah, Georgia. Never mind. Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, none of them are from Atlanta. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see, because, I don't think none of them are from Atlanta, but anywho, yeah, they're not from Atlanta, but the
Jade is from Savannah, Georgia.
And Des from, you said Dallas?
No, Savannah, Georgia too.
And they got one more, Lakia. I don't think Lakia from even out there.
I don't even know.
Hold on, let me see. Here she go. Okay. Lakia is from... No,
Wisconsin,
she's from Milwaukee.
Wisconsin.
She's from Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So the question was, how are y'all impacting Atlanta? So I want to, like, that show kind of was pointless.
So it feels like they grouped a bunch of, like, semi-famous people together and called it the impact of Atlanta.
Yeah.
If they're impacting something at all.
Let me tell you, that show was, I liked it, but the show was a waste of a fucking show. And I'm just being completely honest. That show was, they didn't show what they did for Atlanta community. All they showed them was partying, their personal lives, and that was probably it. I mean, some back and forth bullshit, but that was it. Like, it didn't show them with, them with their bodies done and them modeling. And if you're going to name a show that's impacting a city or a state, period, at least show them out there in the community giving, or like, hey, I'm donating this to so and so, to an organization. They showed nothing.
Right.
They showed nothing but bullshit. Again, I love the show, don't get me wrong, but it showed nothing. Nothing at all. And also, if you a Jada Waiter fan, I'm sorry, but I do not like that girl. I don't. I mean, that show, she played victim so bad. She made my fucking nerves bad. She just kept playing victim. And it just like, it's a Libra. It's a Libra thing, I guess. Some fucking Libras. I don't know. But needless to say, the thing I'm trying to say to refer to this subject is, they made it seem like social media hyped that show up so good. Like, oh yeah, they're impacting,
Right.
this. They're impacting young people. Okay, I watched the show. What are you doing? Like, the only impactful thing that I seen on that show was Tay brought all his friends and friend group to his house, and they did a vision board. And he was just like, one thing I hate is a lazy ass bitch. And he was just like, I want to, bring my friends to my house, and I want them to write a vision board, and I want them to, present it and let us see, like, what is your vision for this year?
Right.
Like, what is your vision for this year or next year? Like, what are your goals? I want you to meet your goals. That was the only impactful thing that I seen on that show.
Right, but the show, it says, a behind-the-scenes look into the lives of Atlanta's top influencers. So I guess it's not supposed to be about anything, but that, like, why would you title it The Impact Atlanta? If they're, I mean, I don't know. I'm not influenced by them at all. So, I mean, if you guys are influenced and you want to look into the lives of your favorite influencers, then that's fine. I mean, I guess.
That show was bullshit. That show was bullshit, and I'm just going to say it again. That show was bullshit. So, my next question is, do you feel that social media was or currently is the legit downfall of reality TV?
The downfall of specifically reality TV.
Yeah.
In a way.
Or just TV period?
In a way, yeah.
So,
because
okay.
I was listening to something about this the other day. Like, look at Flavor of Love. Look at New York. I love New York and all them shows. And compare them. No, it wasn't a TikTok. And compare them to now. Yeah. Like, now people are trying to get a storyline instead of letting it be realistic and letting it flow. This girl is talking about when Flavor Flav brought all them bitches in the kitchen and told him to cook a chicken. Do you know how fucking funny that was, just to see these real life people just figure out how to cook a chicken, and the girl put it in the microwave?
She was so stupid. What the fuck was that? Oh, she was the dumbest one. She put all the stuff in and put it in the microwave. Everybody looking at her like, sis, what the fuck is her name? She was the most dumbest one on that motherfucking show. But I'm glad you said that, because a TikTok said that too. A TikTok was basically saying that
it's Hottie.
That's her fucking name. Hottie was the most dumb. Hottie pissed me off when she, especially that part when she told New York she was Beyonce. She said, Beyonce?
You look like Luther Vandross. But what were you saying about the TikTok?
God.
What did TikTok say?
I wrote some notes about it. He said that social media is having a major impact of how we live our lives, how we perceive certain circumstances and certain people, in our self-image of what we want to obtain versus where we are now. He was just saying a couple things, like as far as that cancel culture. He was talking about that too. I've never heard of cancel culture. Oh my God, my mouth. But if you heard of it, if you want to enlighten everybody, what you feel like
cancel. I don't think cancel culture is even real. But it affected somebody. But I'm gonna say that cancel culture, I feel like, is the term people use when you find out a celebrity or someone has done a really bad thing and you don't want to support them anymore. So you quote unquote cancel them when you choose not to support them no more.
I know a couple people.
Sometimes I feel like it don't affect people at all. Like, depends on who you are. I'm gonna say, for example, it affected somebody. Daniel Caesar. Do you know who Daniel Caesar is?
I just wanted to see.
Oh
yeah.
Like, when he was on his way up, I like Daniel Caesar. I'm not gonna say I like Daniel Caesar, but I love listening to his music. But when he was on his way up, he did, Best Part with Her and Get You with Kali Uchis and Yeah, I think those were his main two popping songs. He said something, this white girl, I think she said nigga or something like that. And he was stepping up for this white girl. And he said, all you black people are doing such and such and such. All you black people need to get with the winning team or some shit like that. I don't remember. I don't want to make up these words. But people were like, okay, black people were like, we're going to stop supporting you. And that nigga fell off the face of the earth.
You know what? This is my first time hearing that. Because I remember him in that song from her.
Right.
And I've never heard of him. I've never seen him anywhere.
Because that happened on his climb up. And people were like, okay, pull the fucking plug. So black people stopped listening to him.
What?
Most black people, like if you get on Twitter, be like, Daniel Caesar, be like, we don't listen to him. We don't listen to Daniel Caesar. I listen to Daniel Caesar. I'm probably the only one who still listens to Daniel Caesar because I like his music.
That.
But, yeah. I'm gonna have to find verbatim what he said about whatever.
Well, I remember multiple times they tried to cancel Chris Brown. My poor boy, as much as he do, I mean, you know, people do make mistakes when they're young. I'm not gonna, you know, take up for him as far as what he did to Rihanna because we would never know the actual story of what happened in that car between him and her. The only people that know is him, her, and God. There's always two sides to the story. I'm a firm believer of people change after that because you ain't never heard of him hitting nobody else, I don't think. I'm thinking of fucking Trey Songz because he just recently slapped somebody and now he's in jail. But
Trey Songz got a lot of cases right now.
On what? Hitting people?
Raping people.
What? I've heard, okay, somebody made a joke and said he was a rapist. Is this true?
Yes. I mean, he got like many women. I'm not going to say it's true, but he got many women coming forward. Many women coming forward.
Are y'all trying to be like R. Kelly or something? And that's not me being funny. Are y'all trying? That's so weird. No. He literally, I just seen it on the Shade Room. He has a case on him now that either he was at a party or he was doing a performance and he beat or slapped here you go right here. It says Trey Songz accused of brutalizing a woman in New York City bowling alley. Allegedly punched her in the face repeatedly and drug her by her hair. What the fuck is going? What?
There needs to be an investigation on that nigga immediately.
The fuck? I feel like if y'all gonna cancel anybody, y'all need to cancel him because how many cases he got?
A lot.
I don't know. Y'all need to cancel that motherfucker. But as far as canceling culture, I remember they were trying to cancel Chris Brown so bad for the incident between him and Rihanna. And I'm a die-hard fan of Chris Brown. Y'all can't tell me shit about Chris Brown. I know he do a little, but I mean, we're not gonna...
he doesn't do a little. He does a lot.
He does a lot of... But we can't talk about it. Well, we ignore it.
I'm not ignoring it. Somebody said, you want to know how I know Chris Brown in the studio on crack? Because who makes a 45-song album with the same song over and over again? What's that album called? I'm going to have to find it.
Indigo?
Yeah, the one with the moon on it. Or some shit like that. I don't know.
Indigo.
Yeah. Somebody said, you want to know how I know he on crack? He got a 45-song album.
But they tried to cancel him. But I feel like his fan base is still the reason why he's still here. For example, they been trying to cancel Nicki. You can't cancel my bitch. No, I'm sorry. Y'all can't.
You can't.
Because as much as y'all try, her fan base is die-hard barbs. Mm-hmm. You hear from one of them now.
Right.
From two of them, actually.
Right.
I love the fuck out of Nicki. Like, you heard about what they did to her for the Grammys?
I've been stayed up on it.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I knew they weren't going to give her one. Because, well, this thing goes back. Nicki Minaj's beef is with the industry. It's not with a singular person. It's not about the award. It's about the industry, the music industry as a whole. Because the music industry... So here's the thing about Nicki Minaj. She owns everything she has. Like, she has the rights to her music, her merchandise, her business deals, everything. Nicki Minaj makes a lot of money. And the label executives cannot control her like they do these other rap girls now. All in what's called a 360 contract. A 360 contract is when you are, to put it shortly, Like, you are covered on all sides. Like, the label get a piece of you. This person get a piece of you. Everybody, these executives get a piece of you. The thing is, with Nicki Minaj, they can't make no money off of her. So, they've been trying to run her out for years now. For years and years and years. Because Nicki Minaj read her contract, and she negotiated a good deal for herself. But the other rap girls now, they are all caught up. They owe everybody money. They're not making real money off that music. But Nicki Minaj is. So back in, it was like the very first beginning of Nicki's career when when Your Love came out. Back when Pink Friday came out. Yeah. She was nominated for Best New Artist at the Grammys. And she told this story a million times. She said that she did all this promo for the Grammys, and basically, you know, she already knew she was going to win the Grammy before the show. Yeah. So basically, she was kind of sort of promised. I'm not gonna say promised a Grammy, but like she had a good chance of winning the Best New Artist Grammy because she had a very good year that year, and she was supposed to perform. Either she was supposed to perform Starships at the Grammys, and they wanted her to perform Roman Holiday, or they wanted her to perform. I think it was she was supposed to perform. But at the very last minute, they told her, don't perform, don't go up there because we want to have a segment for somebody else. And she was like, no, I've been practicing for this, you know, for so long now, and I want to go up on stage and perform. And the executive of the Grammys, I forgot his fucking name. He has a lot of power in the Grammys. So he said, Nicki, don't go up there, don't perform. And she's like, no, I've been waiting for this. I've been trying to perform. And she's like, at that moment, I did not know how much power that man had. So she went up and performed, and it was a big conflict or whatever with her performance and stuff, and the media was reaching out to her, and she's like, well, such and such told me not to perform, so I wanted to perform. And the Grammys told her to stop speaking about it, but she didn't stop speaking about it because she was like, well, I'm getting caught up in some shit, and I don't want to take the heat for this. Yeah. But she was like, I did not know how much power this man had with the Grammys, and ever since then, they started blackballing the shit out of her, and like, basically, I'm not gonna say she'll never get a Grammy because it's just the institution that is corrupt as a whole. So I mean, I don't want to wish that on her to say you're never gonna get a Grammy, but I just feel like she's fighting a good fight. But anyway, so if anything, to me, it's a stain on the Grammys' name if they are not awarding the most highest selling female rapper of all time. That part. If they're not awarding this, you know, this woman who had a record breaking year. Super Freaky Girl she's the first artist this century to debut with a rap song at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 since Lauryn Hill back in 1999. I think she loves Lauryn Hill. She loves Lauryn Hill. But I mean, and during this whole controversy, people just were not understanding what she's talking about when she said, "Why are they moving my song, Super Freaky Girl, for the nominations to the rap category? When this and this and that, when this song." All right, you guys, we're back. Sorry, we had a small interruption. Yeah. But back to what we were saying. First of all, I don't like Jack Harlow. I've never liked the Jack Harlow. Liked him either. The only little bop that I like, and it ain't even a bop. It's something. He got it from Fergie. But I just like the background of it. The first class. Right. He's fucking corny to me. I just like that. But I feel as though it's a lot of people on my list. Him, and what the fuck Mary J. Blige getting the only song that I just know that she made was Good Morning Gorgeous, and I hate that song so fucking much. No, I've never heard that song. The Good Morning Gorgeous. Oh my God, that song makes me so, it gives me old people vibes. Like, she was nominated for that. If anybody would have won that whole R&B section, I'm sorry, take Beyonce out. Period. The bitch got too many Grammys. I'm sorry. The Beehive might attack me for this, but I just don't feel as though she should have won or should have been nominated for a Grammy for the best R&B performance. Because they had her for Virgo's Groove. I love that song. I'm not gonna cap. I like that song, but then they got Mary J. Blige, and then they have Lucky Day. And then they have Mooney Long, which I love Mooney Long. Yeah. And then they have Jasmine Sullivan. I feel like Jasmine Sullivan should win. Period. But where the fuck is Summer Walker? Right. Right.
Summer Walker whole album was dope.
Right.
Was
and
good
she
as fuck.
had the most such a highly anticipated album. Still over it. People were fucking waiting on her to drop.
She Beyonce got nominated for almost every fucking category.
Right. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't expect anything different because I mean, number one, I liked Renaissance, and number two, I feel like we're in such a talent drought, so to say. People are thirsty for good quality music.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm not knocking. I don't knock Beyonce. I used to clown and say Beyonce was this, Beyonce that. But I ain't gonna lie, the bitch, she talented. She be knowing what the fuck she be doing. She'll drop an album, be having about 1 million ants crawling to get to the fucking album. Not calling her beehive ants, but I'm just saying, all the beehive they hype up a lot. Which I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong, that's what they do for Nicki Minaj. When Nicki Minaj drop, everybody drop what they doing. Because guess what? Bitch, this is an iconic moment, but I just feel as though this is her 65th fucking Grammy.
God damn. Oh, fuck. Yeah. After a certain amount, I'd be like, I'm good. I'm all right. But I mean...
60.
I mean, if your value goes up, the more fucking Grammys you win. I don't know, but that seems a little bit excessive. But you know what? I mean, good for her if she gonna be like, let me put my shit in and get my accolades. Let me put my shit in.
I mean, it just takes a moment to just be like, well, goddamn. 65. When they said that shit, I said, well, y'all keep giving her a damn Grammy. I mean, if she deserves it, if anybody feels she deserves it, I mean, that's your opinion. That's how you feel. But I just feel like if y'all would have gave a Grammy for the best R&B album, y'all should have gave it to either Chris Brown or y'all should have gave it definitely to Summer Walker. Fully on deserve it. A lot of people also were saying Chloe.
No, I'm sorry. I like Chloe. She's cute, but like, I mean, I don't feel like hasn't been anything. I mean, you know what? With all the other garbage up here, why not? Why not just throw it up there? But I mean, I feel like in terms of Grammy, like I'll be bopping and stuff. I be flossing like I do. I be flossing, but like I don't know. I feel like Chloe. The thing about Chloe is I don't think she's found like her her own lane, because sometimes I get mini Beyonce when I listen to her. But I mean, she's great. But I mean, if everybody, all this other garbage up at the Grammys, why not just throw it up there?
I'm sorry, I said 65. This is her 88.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
You know what? If she gets to 100 Grammys, I'm gonna be mad. If I was her, I'd be like, let me see if I get 100 Grammys.
The Grammys have corrected me. I'm like, God. What? Yeah, she 80 fucking 8. And let me tell you that. I don't know. I just feel like I never watched the Grammys like that, so I never expected.
I don't either. I mean,
I've never even watched a year of it. I mean, I was always into the MTV Awards, VH1, BET, especially BET, but nobody really fucks with BET.
I mainly watched. More. I mean, I watched a couple Grammys one year just for Ariana Grande having a performance and Doja Cat having a performance. I think, if I'm correct, and that was just it. I just watched their performances and I clicked off because I'm not paying attention to that shit.
Yeah. I've never watched it. Mm-hmm. I was always the BET fan, but I don't even watch the BET Awards no more because they just literally, it's like motherfuckers are throwing awards at people.
Right, people.
They have it in their hand and they're just like, basically give me Oprah. You get an award. You get an award. Hey, what's your name in the corner? You ain't doing nothing. You get an award. Like, come the fuck on now. But okay, y'all. My next thing is, as far as social media and reality TV, I want to talk about Bad Girls Club. The reason why I want to talk about Bad Girls Club because that was them, and I want to talk about Love and Hip Hop because I feel like them two have really transformed into, well, not Love and Hip Hop necessarily, but Bad Girls Club. Bad Girls Club, back in the day when it first ever started, Bad Girls Club was just a house of 7 women, and they didn't have no fighting. It was just them coexisting. I remember the first season of Bad Girls Club. Nobody really remembers that season because they didn't have no iconic fights. Nothing. It was just a regular ass season full of regular ass people. Until they got to season 2 or 3. That's when the fights was coming out. And then it was like a little bit more popular. Like, oh, yeah, you got to be a bad bitch to get on the Bad Girls Club. Woo, 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 woo. And in reality, a lot of people are traumatized from being on Bad Girls Club. I have heard and read things. Production on Bad Girls Club was ass. It was one season, and oh my god, this season, I remember watching the fight. Judy, and I think it was Priscilla. Judy and Priscilla got into a fight, and production let them literally sat there. Didn't even get security guard. The security people were holding the other girls, and specifically let Priscilla beat the fuck out of Judy. And you could see blood pouring out her mouth. It was that, I mean, they had their favorites. Literally another season with Jayla and the fucking twins. I forgot their names. But the twins.
The Claremont twins?
Yes, that season. I remember they went on an interview on Denzel's and what's his name's podcast. I'm gonna have to look it up, but I think it's like We Said What We Said podcast or something. Mm-hmm. But they had went on there. And they basically were telling the story of how they were on the Bad Girls Club, and the production purposely got them drunk. Yeah. Purposely told them to go out to the club, have a good time, and we said what we said with Ricky and Denzel. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to listen to it. I think I'm gonna put a clip of it up in there. Mm-hmm. But basically, they went there and. They went to the club and the production told them girls to fuck up all their designer shit. Oh. When I say Chanel, fucking Prada, fucking all their shit, they were like, oh my god. She said their purses had piss in it. They were like shit, like they put their fucking shit in piss. Somebody, they said that what they put on TV was just like, it was like child's play, in my words, Fisher Price. Right. But in reality, they said that they put their makeup in the toilet and one of the girls shitted on it. Oh God! Expensive ass makeup, and they shitted on their makeup. You're not a bad bitch. You're an animal. Oh and they were mixing like I'm gonna have to show you that part. Like they were mixing their makeup, pouring water like on all their fucking clothes, purses, like all their designer shit, and just that's why I remember that scene. They came back home and was ready to kill every fucking body. They destroyed that house because they were not mad at the girl. They were mad at the girls. Hell yeah, bitch, y'all fucked up my shit. But they were more mad at production
for allowing it.
Because production allowed it, and they was fucking that house up. And production had to call and was like, y'all gotta go home. And they were mad because they like, why the fuck would you tell us to go home when y'all were the ringleaders of them fucking up our stuff? They paid good money. Again, I'm going to put the clip in there. They paid good money for their shit. Hard-earned money for their shit. And them bitches was in there making fucking spells and shitting and pissing. Oh, bitch, I wish somebody would piss in my purse.
Oh, my God. That's fucking disgusting, bro.
A lot. And then they peaked. They had favoritism. I remember one of the other bad girls said that one of the the cameraman was like trying to molest her. A whole bunch of shit. A whole bunch.
Jesus Christ.
And that's when the last season of Bad Girls Club, they had to end it because it was too much of social media now getting into it. Like, because they picked random girls who were social media popular. Mm-hmm. That was the last season, and they just stopped it. And I think that's when Natalie picked it up. But I think that shit she doing.
I don't want to watch baddies. It seemed very ignorant, and it seems like it would just make me fucking mad. I don't know.
I don't watch it. I probably watched one season. Yeah.
Was that one where Krishan knocked the hoe in the sink? Is that the one?
She popped the shit out of Persuasion. But Persuasion too fucking old. She was in Bad Girls Club too. She was on the last season of Bad Girls Club, but she went home because she bit a girl on the ear.
Okay.
And it was really bad. Like, no, she bit her finger. And she bit it so bad that it was bleeding. Like, she damn near bit that hoe off.
Oh, my God.
And they were supposed to be best friends in the fucking house. But she was taken up because it was a lot of bullying that season. But now it's baddies. And I have so much to say about that. I feel like social media plays a horrible impact on this.
Right.
Because y'all bring in roly-poly, and y'all had her big ass. And then y'all got Krishan. I had to throw something down.
That's a mess.
Before I even talk about the rest of that, how do you feel about Krishan?
Like, Krishan. At first, you know, with her and Blueface, at first you feel bad for her. Oh, Krishan, you need to leave. Know your worth, sis. Oh my God, please leave him. But now I don't feel bad for her. Like, it comes to a point where you're like, okay, bitch, you want to be here. You want to be here. So, you want to be here. So it's like, I don't know, like it just gets worse and it just escalates, especially with like, you know, social media watching as Krishan and Blueface act the fuck up. I think Blueface went to jail for like attempted murder the other day. And I think he got bailed out. I don't know. I really don't know.
Allegedly, he shot up a truck.
Oh my God.
And they showed the footage of him shooting up the truck at a club. And oh my God. I mean, I don't know. Like, y'all hyped up so...
They thrive off the attention. Literally. Yeah. Like, I saw a video of when Blueface smacked Krishan up in the street or some shit like that. And then, Krishan, Blueface baby mama, and another girl got into it all on the internet. Krishan started posting sex tapes with her fucking... Oh my God.
What? What sex tape you see?
Krishan was riding Blueface dick and, like, you know, I guess she was creaming, and it was like, I'm not gonna say it looked nasty, but it wasn't something I'm used to seeing. Like, it was just like I don't want to see this. Like, why would you post that? And she posts Blueface eating her pussy on Instagram.
I didn't see that one. Okay, maybe
it's not graphic, but like you can see, like, let's say, like, you know how he's between her legs and like she'll show the top of his head and he's like,
oh, what the fuck?
And like she ended the live on Instagram and the baby mama posted the video of Blueface in her bed. I was like, oh my God, just fucking yeast infections all around in this bitch.
But
and another girl posts Blueface in her bed around the same time period and these bitches just going at it.
But social media hypes that shit up.
Right.
And a lot of bitches, you know, I ain't even gonna drop a name, but it be bitches out here on Facebook that be like, I just see myself in Krishan.
Why?
How?
Why would you admit to that?
Why
would you even think that that's a cool thing to say? I don't see myself in that bitch. Oh my God.
Like, I feel like Krishan today. Like,
why?
Why do you?
Because you think she can fight?
Not even that. Why do you feel in your spirit that
you identify with her? You're her.
Like you feel this bitch pain. Like, I mean, as far as her being, like, him being the only person to, like, love and possibly give a fuck about her at the time, I mean, I don't feel what she felt, but it's like I've been where she's been.
Right.
Let's not get that confused. I've been where she's been, but it's not like, oh, I fucks with Krishan like me. She gets me, I get her. It's a vibe all the time. No. Again, I'm not. I feel like I would like Krishan as a person if she wasn't with Blueface. I just feel like if Blueface wasn't in the picture, I feel like Krishan will be a better person. What you think?
Maybe not.
I mean,
we really don't know anything about Krishan besides what she presents herself on social media as. I think she said something stupid the other day.
What she said?
I really don't remember, but it was something like, bitch, what? Like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? I don't know. But I mean, the most we know about Krishan is that she can fight, you know, and she's dangerously in love with Blueface. And I mean, I don't know, maybe. I mean, you know, people are like, you know, your word, sis. You can break away. Because obviously Blueface is with her. Blueface is a fucking one-hit wonder. And Blueface is with her because she has all this attention.
Come on. You're not the only one that said that.
Right, because he's riding her wave. And that's literally the only reason he keeps her around. And, like, he's frolicking off with his baby mama and other bitches and this and this and that. And
he don't fuck with her like that. He does not fuck with Krishan like social media hyping it up.
Right.
Like I remember she posted this sad ass motherfucking montage of them, and she was like, it all started here. And I mean, it was cute, don't get me wrong. I mean, it gives me it lets me in her bubble to see why she loves him so much. But outside of her bubble, it's like, sis, I need you to pop that hoe and realize that this nigga don't fuck with you like you think he does.
Right. And when they quote unquote broke up one time on the internet, she was putting his business out. You made me get rid of our babies. Plural. Babies. But you had another baby with another bitch and you let her keep it.
Hold on, this is my first time hearing that one.
You haven't?
No, I didn't hear
wow,
that part.
I'm gonna have to go find it. But they were getting into it. They quote unquote broke up a little bit. And so she was like, you made me get rid of our babies, but you had a baby with another bitch or some shit like that. Hold on.
So Krishan was...
She was pregnant either with twins or she was pregnant multiple times.
My God. What?
And now they're trying to have another baby right now.
So are they... this is actual factual. Like
yes, I saw it
He
happen.
agreed.
Well, on not Facebook, Instagram, they were talking, they were doing a little Q&A or whatever, and she was like, we're trying to have a baby right now. You know how the fuck she talks. We're trying to have a baby. We're going to have a baby, huh, Blue? We're trying to have a baby right now.
And what did his dumb
I
ass
don't even
say?
remember.
Did he agree?
I clicked off.
Oh my God. Oh, I am sick of this shit. Y'all do the so fucking much. Like, she makes me wonder, like, damn, is the bolts in my head screwed properly? Because, God...
And then after she exposed all that, she come on Twitter talk about, he officially asked me to be his girlfriend today. Save the date, August 10th, 2022. So after all that shit you done been through, over the course of how long, and you wasn't even his girlfriend? Hold on, let me find it.
Blue, stop it! So since you was doing all that shit, and you wasn't even the... Girl!
Okay, so Blueface gave his mama a chain, his baby mama a chain for a push present.
I remember that.
And she said, this shit funny, giving a bitch a chain. If I take myself out this situation, I don't need none of y'all, none of this drama. Hold on, let me find it.
Your voice, bitch!
Let me tell you what hurt. When you told me to get rid of the babies and then have a baby with a bitch you not even with. Then post the bitch on the page. What do you mean? You could have gave her that ugly ass gift without the cameras. And then...
Your voice is cracking me up. Wow.
Like, I do not like hearing her talk.
I do.
One tooth and all, I do not like seeing her talk.
She pissed me off when she got her tooth done and she took
that Wait, hold on. When she first got it done, the first normal tooth, Blueface told her, you got your tooth done and you think you somebody. And
I would have left him alone then. Ooh.
And then she took it out. She ripped it out on Instagram Live. She ripped that bitch out. I took my tooth out for you, Daddy. And then they go back to the dentist. Get his face on the tooth, print it on the tooth, and put that bitch in her mouth. If I ever get that low, please take me behind the shed and fucking shoot me.
Bitch, I almost done it.
In me.
You know, it's another girl who's acting just like her, but worse. What the fuck is her name? She's on TikTok. This is a trending TikTok going on right now. And it's on YouTube. So allegedly there's this girl. Her name Nurelli or Urelli or something with a Relly. And she's in love or was in love with this boy, but she's transitioned to a boy. And I want to say his name is... Fuck, I forgot his name. But I'm going to have to look it up. And anywho, she got his motherfucking face standing right here. Right here. Got his name, like, right above her coochie. got his name right here, his date of birth right here, probably her social security on her back, and her house is full of their fucking pictures.
There ain't
like
no way.
this bitch she was so crazy to the point where she was writing. They say it's blood, but at this point, bitches be stunting. It was paint, and it literally said, "I love you," and she was singing like this weird ass lullaby song, like
What the fuck?
"Hush, little baby." Like it wasn't that song, but it was some weird ass shit. Like I'm gonna have to look that up, and she's so weird about it. And he got on social media and said, "You're not my bitch." He looked her. They were in the doctor's office or the hospital or something. He was like, "I appreciate you for being here, but we're not together.
Right.
You're not my bitch." And she was like, "What do you mean I ain't?" No. He kept telling her, "No, you're not." He said, "Look me in my eyes, bitch. We're not together."
Good God Almighty.
And she was so delusional. She kept saying, "You're just saying that." He said, "No." He said, "Matter of fact, I'm about to call my girlfriend now." Like,
Oh my God.
bitch, we're not
How
together
low
anymore.
you've sunken. Wow.
Ever since then, I have not seen him post nothing. I don't know if she done kidnapped him. It done got to a scary point in our lives with that situation right there.
For sure.
But with that being said, y'all need to stop hyping this type of bullshit up. This behavior is horrible.
Right.
And I just be seeing in the comments, "Oh my God, Kershaw, you're my inspiration." How?
She's not even risen from her low point. If she rose from her low point, then I'll give it that. But that girl, she in the trenches right now.
Which gives me the next question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think social media affects real life relationships?
Yes, most fucking
Go ahead and
definitely.
explain how you feel about that.
How social media affects real life relationships.
Yes.
Oh, where
my
do I
God.
begin? Where the fuck do I begin?
Come on, go ahead and preach the gospel. 'Cause
You know,
goddamn it.
a lot of people, there are things like,
I'm scared.
how
Because you be going off. But go ahead,
let me think. So, everybody want to be toxic now. Everybody wants to be,
I don't understand why.
a dog in these streets when you're not really built like that. Everybody has to think of, "Well, I want a boyfriend, I want a girlfriend, I treat people right, why don't you? Why everybody do me dirty, everybody does this and this and that." Well, why are you lonely, But like, a lot of people, they want relationship goals. They want a relationship aesthetic, but they can't handle an actual real life relationship. They want the vacations. They want the matching Christmas pajamas. They want the what the fuck do they be doing? They want to sit in the car or some shit, eating ice cream, whatever the fuck that means. They want to go to, they want this and that. They want the hotels with the flowers. They want the aesthetic of having a relationship, but they can't handle one in real life.
Woo! And preach the gospel. Come on!
How do I put this together?
Come on, Pastor Blue. Y'all, when she speaking, y'all gotta listen. Cause she
Marie say something so I can gather my thoughts together on this.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. I feel as though, as far as it affecting it real life, when I say I feel like it do, because what y'all fail to realize, I don't mind a picture of us being posted on social media, but what y'all be doing is, I feel like if a person's private, and I have learned this, if a person's private about their relationship, but not too private, and they like, I don't want to post us like that, it's not that serious. I mean, sometimes you have to respect that, but then sometimes a lot of y'all niggas be lying.
Me, personally, I feel like there's a difference between being quote unquote private and being a secret.
There we go. That's what I was about to say. Thank you.
There's a difference. Like, just because you post a couple pictures of us together does not mean everybody in our business. Everybody's in our business when you go on Facebook and say, "Oh, this fucking dirty ass, slut ass bitch just fucking burnt my clothes. She can't cook. She fucking dirty. She this and she that." Just going away. That's in your business.
My heart.
Fucking people got that mixed up. First of all, I feel like people don't want to be in y'all business like y'all think they do. People, if you want to post a picture of your significant other, then that's perfectly fine.
Right.
I like being shown off.
Me too.
But don't just fucking post every fucking picture of me in my fucking drawers or some shit like that. But
like there goes Bae in
right,
her bondage and
like
drawers.
don't do that. Like we
nah,
can have some nice pictures together. Don't get me wrong, but there's a difference between, you know, hey, this is my partner. We're together, and I want people to know that we're together, and I want people to know that I'm a taken person.
Yeah.
And then there's, oh, don't fucking post me. Don't fucking post. Why not? Why not? I don't want everybody in our business. What business am I posting? We just together. We just out to eat. We just took a fucking picture, and I can't post that. That's a red flag. People get that mixed the fuck up. Ooh, people be sharing Facebook, these stupid ass Facebook status. Ooh, I just want a relationship where we lay low and build without a title. What the fuck? What the fuck do you mean no title?
Wait, I was just about to say, what the fuck? What are you saying?
People we're caught up on this thing. Oh, we know what it is between us.
No,
we don't
I
need
want to know.
We don't need a title. That's where these niggas be getting y'all. Oh, no title. So what? He can say at the end, we were never fucking together anyway.
So basically, what you trying to say is not true. But basically, what you bitches be trying to say, y'all don't want a title. So don't be upset when you see. I'm gonna call him a random name. Jamaica in the fucking mall with another bitch.
Right.
But y'all got this understanding. Y'all don't have a title. But don't get mad though.
Right.
Y'all want to build and I want to be like, I'm trying to think of a fucking person, a couple. That's another thing. Y'all be looking at these social media couples and be instantly like, I want that type of thing. Don't get me wrong. I am looking at a certain social media couple, and I'm like, one day. Right. I'm not gonna lie, and that's gonna be Reginae and Armand Warren. If y'all don't know who that is, y'all know who Reginae is. That's Lil Wayne's daughter. Right. If y'all don't know who Armand is, him and his brother Trey are social media singers. Well, not social media singers, but I got a couple of their songs on my phone, and I honestly love them. They can really sing. Talented young boys. But y'all know Reginae was with
that rapper.
Yes,
I forgot that old ass rapper. I forgot his name. Not what? Was it YG or no? It's not YG.
He got a song. What the fuck is that song? I'm about to say Throw Baby. That ain't the fucking song. Fuck. Whatever.
Lucci.
Yes, Lucci. She was with Lucci, and like social media. Let me tell you about people. I hate people. I just hate people. Period. I don't think I'm human. I really think I'm an alien because I really hate a lot of the human race because that girl looked so unhappy with him, right? And he was cheating his ass off.
And she's so young, and he was just dragging her in some unnecessary ass.
Yes,
shit.
And I think he got arrested not once but twice while they were together, and Reginae was holding him down. Like it was no other, and y'all was calling her stupid, and then some of y'all was like, "Yeah, you hold your nigga down." Da 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 da. Meanwhile, I think Lucci got kids. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Lucci got kids. His baby mama's coming to the social media to say some shit, and it's just like I wouldn't wish that on nobody. But at the same time, when you get with somebody, you don't be really... I'm not saying you don't really be knowing what's going on, but a nigga can paint a perfect picture for you. But you got to look at what's behind that fucking picture. Right. What made that picture be so perfect? Or it ain't perfect at all. So, now, she's with somebody that is her age. Not only her age, but she has been so fucking happy. Right. And
they're a beautiful couple.
Oh my God, he puts the biggest smile on that girl's face. Right. And I always look at them, and it's not, I don't want something just like them, but it's just like one day I do want somebody to make me happy.
I feel like there's a difference between being like inspired and like you admire somebody's relationship and their love. Yeah. And there's a difference between completely fucking idolizing them, you know. Like, I'm going to say Russell Wilson, for example. So, Sierra dated Future. Dogging her the fuck out. She gets with Russell Wilson, and people on social media calling him a nerd, a square, a this and this, and a simp.
So go ahead, I'm sorry.
And shit like that. So it's like, so this woman who's getting loved properly, she has a happy family now. he's a simp because he's taking care of home and he's taking care of his woman, huh?
Exactly. But that's weird because what they literally, I was listening to another podcast, and this girl was going off. She said, I don't understand how y'all are calling this nigga a simp,
right,
when clearly he's doing everything that a woman would want them
right,
to do. Like, he's taking care of his family. He loves the fuck out of Sierra.
Right.
He literally worships the ground she walks on. Like, when I remember they went to an award and something on her was just like, it didn't look right. He literally like fixed it up. He adjusted her and gave her a kiss after that.
Aww.
And it was beautiful.
Right.
But y'all call this nigga a simp?
Right. I hate the word fucking simp. Treating a woman that you like correctly is not being a fucking simp. A simp is when you're chasing after somebody who don't fucking want you.
Ooh.
Treating your woman well and uplifting her and doing everything you supposed to do as a boyfriend is not fucking simping. I hate that fucking word. Number one, I love me a simp. I love a nigga who's gonna worship the fucking ground that I walk on. Number one, and that's why a lot of you niggas don't have girlfriends right now, because you don't know how to treat a fucking woman. Y'all have rules on what a woman should and should not be, but meanwhile, what the fuck do you do? Who the fuck do you uplift? And why would you even be a good boyfriend to be with?
Exactly. Another thing with that, they got this podcast, and this guy was like, I don't want me an independent woman. So what the women was like, so what the fuck do you want? He was like, I want a woman to be needy. I want a woman to not have nothing. I want a woman to depend on me.
Right.
And this girl was like, so basically you telling me you want a woman that got about 5 kids, is on, this is the way she said, on food stamps, on this and that, ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw that motherfucker out. You want a woman like that versus a woman who has her own shit, and she might be on food stamps. I don't knock nobody that's on any form of assistance, because a lot of people need help around these times of days because shit getting hard. But you want a woman that don't want shit for herself versus a woman who do want shit for herself.
I mean, well, I have to listen to the whole conversation. If that's basically what he's saying, or whatever your interpretation, then I agree. But I have to listen to the conversation. But some men, they like being needed. They like to have the role of provider. But on the double-edged sword, on the other side of that, some niggas, maybe he wants to control a woman. He wants to monetarily control a woman. I dated a guy, and he was like, I like being a provider and this and this and that. But in the same breath, he told me he didn't want a housewife. So basically, you want, I don't know. It was kind of weird because, I have a job, I do this and that, and I take care of my own business. Yeah. But, like, basically, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, in a way, he kind of wanted me to quit my job. But I'm like, but you just told me you don't want me to be a housewife.
I was about to say that.
You told me you don't want a housewife. So what the fuck do you mean quit my job and do this and this and that? So I could just come live with you and just be shacked up with you or some shit like that.
Yeah. So it's like you want a housewife, but you don't want a housewife, but...
So you don't want me to depend on you, but you want me to depend on you.
Yeah.
So like it's like a double-edged sword. It depends on the context of what what you want to do fully.
I'm gonna have to let you listen to it, but
I'm gonna have to listen.
As far as these relationships on social media, I mean, y'all, they a lot of y'all praise them so much, and it's just like when they break up or when they go their separate ways, people be attacking me. People be sending death threats to some of these people.
They do.
Like
they do.
De'Ara and Ken. Oh, that's a prime example of De'Ara and Ken. When De'Ara and Ken decided to go their separate ways, you don't hear from Ken as much. Ken got a whole new girlfriend.
Right.
I mean, De'Ara, I don't even know if De'Ara likes girls or boys. I want to say she got a girlfriend right now. I mean, nobody knows because she's living her life.
Right.
But when they separated, it was like YouTube went into shambles because they had 20 million followers.
God damn.
20 fucking million followers. And I know that YouTube check was the fattest check. I know that hoe was fat. Mm-hmm. Like, I know they was in their fucking bag with that check. But as soon as they split it, it's just like it's like everybody on YouTube lost their fucking minds.
Right.
It literally left from YouTube. It migrated to Twitter. It migrated to Facebook. And then it migrated to fucking Instagram. It just was all over the place. Even the fucking Shade Room posted it. They post a lot of shit, don't get me wrong. But when they posted that, literally everybody, it was just like a big ass circle. Everybody went into shambles. We had so much hope for y'all. We were trying to be like y'all.
But didn't Ken cheat?
It was a lot of allegations of that. Allegedly, he did.
I thought there was a video of him with another girl or some shit like that.
It was, and I don't even think he did explain himself after that. He was just like, it wasn't what y'all seen and stuff like that. But it's more to that, because allegedly now, the girl that De'Ara's with has been in the picture since they've been together. So,
we'll never know.
We will never know. That's he say, she say. But, and pictures to show with that.
Right.
But it's just like, we were rooting for you, Ken.
Right.
You really fumbled the bag. That's why we don't like niggas like you. You ain't shit. Da, 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 da. But y'all are the same people that was like, oh, De'Ara has a good boyfriend. Ken's never gonna do this. We worship y'all. Why do y'all do shit like that?
The thing about social media, people will build you up only to tear you down.
Oh,
It gets to a point where, like, if you're too loved, like, you're too fucking loved, you're too great. Like, I see it happen on TikTok all the time. Like, you'll get this crazy, crazy, crazy amount of love, and then one moment, somebody gonna turn on you, and another person be like, yeah, I'm gonna turn on you too. And it turns into, like, a whole ripple effect where people will just rip you to fucking shreds.
TikTok is really like that?
Yeah. With
Maybe
big
I don't be on the side of
with big
TikTok.
creators, like, okay, I'm gonna say, for example, her name's Denisha Carter. I don't know if you know her. She's like that black girl. She has that pretty straight. She's a pretty black girl. She has blue contacts in her eyes, and she'll look at the camera and start talking like a robot. I'm Denisha Carter. Da, 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 da. Today, I think this is da da da. Like, you probably don't know her, but
I thought you were talking about, it's another girl. She's really pretty, but she got a light skinned sister. Oh, I don't know.
But, like,
I'm going to have to show you.
I don't know. She says something. Sometimes, like, the way she approaches conversations, I don't agree with. But, I mean, she's pretty cool. She has some pretty interesting things to say. But, like, they were just, I don't know what happened. Sometimes she do be getting out of pocket, you know, going after people. But, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. Because I don't know. It's a lot of layers to TikTok fucking drama. But that's the thing about social media. Like, you could be the biggest fan of somebody. For example, Nicki Minaj. Everybody was a barb back in the day. Everybody's a barb. And, you know, suddenly comes 2017, Remy fucking Ma comes out with Sheether. Everybody turned around and started ripping her to fucking shreds. It's just been that way since 2017, 2018, 2019, all the way up to 2022.
I don't think I ever listened to Sheether.
It's garbage.
Really? I ain't gonna say I've never heard that, but I was never a Remy Ma fan.
Nobody was.
My bad. I was never. Like, she's too old. Like, I'm not gonna say she's too old, but
It's not your era. Like,
yeah, but if you really want to think about who in that era who was a badass rapper like I fucked with, Eve. Fuck you, man. I used to love Eve. But Eve's so fucking underrated. A lot of people just like swept her under the rug. And y'all praise motherfuckers like Remy, who could probably tell you a fucking child rhyme. And then you praise bitches like Cardi B, who... I'm not even gonna get on Cardi B.
She is the downfall of rap music. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you. I don't... And a lot of people praise
I saw
this
something
girl.
interesting because Cardi B is not black. Let's get that out there first of all. She didn't identify as black until 2017 when Bodak Yellow came out. And I saw something really interesting that said Cardi B is a caricature of a black woman, and that's why y'all praise her. If she was a dark-skinned actual black woman, she would not be getting the amount of attention and praise that y'all do. But because so many of you hate black people, you like looking at this Latina woman being, you know, raunchy and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
what's up, you guys? It's J. Marie, and of course, We are at a commercial break for a moment before we get back to the topic. But I wanted to let y'all know that I have a YouTube channel called Chunky the Gamer. If y'all are not entwined or y'all not subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure when you go to the bar at the top of YouTube, type in Chunky the, not THE, but DA Gamer, and I'm going to pop up, you guys. I have so much content coming to that channel, but make sure y'all go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, okay? And make sure when y'all get there, hit the notification button, and let me know in the comments if I sent y'all from the podcast, all right? Love y'all guys so much, and I will see y'all on the YouTube channel. Sorry, y'all. This is the last distraction we got. Too many people coming up here, but go ahead. Speak your piece.
So there was a court case the other day where Cardi B, back in 2017, 2018, Offset was allegedly cheating on her with a girl who worked, I think she worked at a strip club or she was a bartender at somewhere. And Cardi B pulls up to the bar. The girl and her sister are working there, and she pulls up with some men from her gang, and they start throwing shit at her. She paid men $5,000 to try to attack these women. Black women, mind you. Yes. Mm-hmm. And social media, the thing about social media, they be on this, protect black women wave. Protect black women, believe black women. But you see this white Latina over here attacking two actual black women. And you know what happened when they said not guilty? What did they say? She pled guilty. So she got off with 15 days of community service. And when she walked out of the courtroom, could you believe when she walked out, crowds of people cheering for her that she won? And that was just the fucking... I was like, the black community cannot be safe. I'm not going to even say that, but I'm like, niggas really... You know what?
What the fuck?
I'm like, ooh, you niggas. Some of you niggas cannot be safe. And it was just like a complete Twilight Zone moment for me. Because... she just gets away with so much shit. Yeah. And she was put
talking shit
to go into conspiracy. Not even because I used to like Cardi B when I was like 14 because I thought she was funny. Yeah. But on her rise, when Bodak Yellow, I liked Bodak Yellow when it came out. It was a cute little bop. But it was just, it became a thing of, Nicki Minaj is over. We're going to use Cardi B as Nicki Minaj's competition. When Cardi B could never erase the impact. Nobody could ever erase the impact that Nicki Minaj has made. Period. And I'm listening to the music, and the comparison is just not there. It would be, quite frankly, if I was Nicki Minaj, I would be insulted to be compared to this woman every single day. And oh my God. And I say she's the downfall of rap music because you guys, people hype up mediocrity. People, like and then the City Girls, yeah. JT can rap. I like JT. Yeah, I like JT.
I don't like Young Miami.
But, for multiple reasons. You know, it became of like, how do I say this? What was I going to say?
Talk your shit.
She's the downfall of rap music because you guys are uplifting this woman who literally said, I don't write my music. I just want to get to the top of the charts. I want my money. That's it. But you hail her. You all praise her as the new queen of hip hop, the new queen of this, the new best female rapper of all time. But y'all don't understand your hatred of Nicki Minaj is getting in the way of actually preserving black culture. Everybody getting in black culture, they're getting a piece of it because they know it's profitable. Cardi B is a rapper because she knows it's going to be profitable for her.
Fact.
Jack Harlow, for example, y'all letting Jack Harlow in when he panders to, quite frankly, I feel like he panders to black people in order to get in with hip hop because black people are hip hop.
Right. I don't like Jack Harlow.
I don't either.
I just don't. And it's crazy because y'all hype him up because he looks like, I'm not saying this in a very judgmental way or a mean way, but he looks like the type of Caucasian man that will fuck with a black girl. And y'all hype him up.
I don't think so. I think black girls just made that up because... Go ahead.
No, well, yeah, but I just feel like, he down with a whole bunch of black rappers. But that, I mean, they did that to Justin Bieber.
Right.
Justin Bieber, he made that song with Ludacris, and then he was down with all the black people, and yeah, y'all was hyping him up like, yeah, I'll fuck with Justin Bieber, but Justin Bieber was a good ass wave though. I ain't even gonna cut you because I was a Justin Bieber fan.
Right.
But this is not the same thing as Justin Bieber. Jack Harlow don't even compare to Justin Bieber. And when I'm trying, and I feel like, I'm not going to say that social media tried to compare the two, but it's just like y'all tried to hype him up just as much as y'all hyped up Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake or, come on, what the fuck is his name? Robin Thicke. Because, yes, these men are Caucasian. They're white men. But they have a little black soul to them, or they have a little touch of black. So it's just like y'all hyped them up, and y'all tried to make this wave of, oh yeah, we could fuck with him. Yeah, he's cute. Da 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 da. Don't get me wrong. Robin Thicke. I grew up on Robin. Well, not grew up on him, but when in the 2000s, Robin Thicke was all you fucking knew. That's all you heard. So it's just like he gets a pass. I'm not saying he get a pass but he did touch a lot of people in the generation. Justin Timberlake been since fucking NSYNC. Oh, God, I was going to get him confused with Backstreet Boys. But he was in it since NSYNC, so I knew him growing up. Jack Harlow, why the fuck did y'all even think about giving him a pass to come to the fucking barbecue?
The thing, like I, you know what I hate? When black girls be in the comments of some white man social media. Do you like black girls? Do you like black girls? Like, stand the fuck up, please. Stand up. Like, I really do not like seeing that. And I just feel like black girls are like, oh, he looks like he's fine. He's not fine. I literally did a TikTok the other day saying that Jack Harlow looked like a wet piece of ham. I think that whole damn near got like 1,500 likes. Let me see what I said. Let me see.
We will put the clip.
Hold on, I might put it.
You gonna put the visual?
We can, but
we're gonna put the audio in it because y'all gotta hear this shit. She fun.
Hold on. 1,512. Hold on, let me play the TikTok real quick. Hold on, we're gonna play it.
Now that we are past this moment in time, I need to know: did y'all really think Jack Harlow was that fucking fine? Like, no bullshit, or were y'all just being funny? Like it was just one big meme? Because the appalling and unbecoming and quite frankly feral behavior I saw was completely unwarranted. Because no shade, but he looked like a wet slice of deli meat to me. Turkey specifically. And I was very disturbed with the unladylike, ungentlemanly, uncouth behavior that you all exhibited for that man. And yes, all of you. I remember all 3.5 billion of you. I remember every single one of you. So don't even try to deny it. Again, I'm not saying it's wrong to like him, but have some decorum, please.
Shit.
Again, they tried to make.
I feel like Jack Harlow panders. Like, I remember when on his come up, he was trying. To me personally, it looked like he was trying really hard to get into what's called a PR relationship, like a relationship that will make you bigger than what you actually are, like a celebrity couple. Like, it's a business thing. So he did it first with, I think, Sweetie. Sweetie was on the red carpet at an award show, and Jack Harlow staring at her all fucking weird, and she's like, hi, I'm Jack. And she's like, okay. Then he did it with Young Miami. Young Miami, he had a promo of some kind with Young Miami for like a music video. I think she was like his video vixen for the video or some shit like that. And like he posed her like, my queen, I love you, my queen. And then, now I don't know what that was, but then he was on live with Doja Cat. He was on Doja Cat's live, and like he was like, I love you, and she hung up on his ass. So to me personally, I feel like he tries really hard to get in good with black people. I don't listen to that man. I mean, I don't like his First Class song, but I only bop it because, you know, Fergie's it First Class, but like I don't listen to his song. He came from TikTok. So I mean, I don't know shit about Jack Harlow.
I mean, I personally thought I thought he liked the boys, y'all. I promise.
Oh my God.
I thought he liked.
To me, I never got the feel that he liked black girls because, number one, why would you even think that? Because this is a white man from Kentucky. So I mean, why the fuck would you even think that?
He's from Kentucky.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have nothing against nobody from Kentucky, but it just be weird how, like, this goes back to what we was talking about, the impact of Atlanta. Like, a lot of y'all be claiming
Louisville, Kentucky. Yep.
And what do he claim? He from Kentucky, or he claims?
I think so. He's from Kentucky. He got a deal with KFC. Ooh, look at his face. Oh my God. What the fuck? And y'all sitting, y'all black women in the comments about, you like black girls? I hope you like black girls. Please like black girls. What the fuck? Why would you beg a white man to like you?
Well, you know, we did have one friend.
Oh, shit.
That one friend.
Oh, my God. That's another story.
Oh, okay. One more thing, y'all. Before we take this down. Well, we got two more things. You watch Real Housewives of Atlanta,
I
New
know
York. Well, I watched that, and this motherfucker always popping up. I see. And then we knew a particular person, which was Toon. Toon used to love him some Real Housewives of New Jersey, New York, Atlanta, Mississippi, Alabama. He just loved the shit. And this is a prime example of social media or reality or just TV period is conforming into the minds of the stupid, aka his dumb ass. He felt as though he was in a he felt like he was in a Real Housewife.
His life was
he
his
felt
life
like he was a housewife, y'all. Like the things he would say and do and wear, like, who wears a scarf in the summer? Like, he would wrap his ass up in the
his
scarf.
little shawls over his shoulder, his shawl draped over his shoulder.
And he would drink out of the most expensive cups.
He would drink what would he drink? Sprite or like apple juice out of a wine glass or some shit like that?
Yes. He would drink brisk sweet tea that is in a fucking can or any form of beverage, and he will pour it into a wine glass, and he will sit among, quote unquote, what he calls the peasants, and he would drink out of I can't believe I'm saying that shit because it's funny. Oh my God.
And it's like not even that. Like I would say he thinks his life is an episode of Love and Hip Hop because he had a new fucking person to beef with every single day.
That's another show he thought he was a part of.
Oh my God.
It's just like every show that this motherfucker could think of, he just thought his life was it. Like, you drive a fucking rat mobile, and that's literal. This motherfucker rides in a mobile full of rats, and you have the audacity to act like you a basketball wife of Georgia.
Right.
Like, I'm calling the cops because this. Oh my fucking God!
Oh my God!
Like the story, y'all. If we had a segment for telling y'all about this man, y'all, we would be on here for 3 hours straight.
We would, not even that. Like, I remember we was on the phone one time, we talked about it for 4 fucking hours. Jesus Christ, I don't even know. Like, it wouldn't even scratch the surface of everything. Jesus Christ.
When me and Blue, like, actually sat down and talked about Toon, y'all, it took some days because we had to get some shit together because it's like, this nigga is really loony. Like, his name fits him so properly. And again, he lived in this fairy tale full of pixie dust and goober eats or something. I don't know. Again, this is a prime example of reality and social media.
Painting your mind.
Yeah, he had the both. Like, he merged the both and just, it was that. Like, his social media was totally different from the person you actually met. Or just him, period. Like, y'all know how somebody can present themselves as a different person, but when you get to know them, it's like, that's a whole can of fucking worms this motherfucker just opened. Like, I ain't even gonna say from my perspective, but if you would first meet him, you would think, this man is just the holiest man. He has no flaws. Like, he's just a sweetheart. But open that motherfucking can that he got hidden in his ass. He gonna show you better than what the fuck he gonna tell you. That motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. And that's another thing about social media. I'm really not sure how, because I know he don't really post. At the time, he didn't really post on Instagram or social media like that. He didn't have Facebook, but he had Snapchat. And he definitely had TikTok. But social media versus reality, I feel like he had expectations of him being rich and luxurious by the age of 21, and he was really fucking depressed because he didn't have all these milestones or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, what makes you think you're gonna be like 20 with a big ass truck, a $3 million house, about to get married, about to have children? What makes you think that? You know, and as a result, he was just really fucking depressed. And like, social media really clouds people's judgment of how life is supposed to go. And it's not supposed to go no way, you know. Yeah. Some people have access to other resources. Some people have different paths, and we all walk our own path in life. Some people see, like, oh, this 18-year-old just bought a big-ass house. Oh, Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner is a billionaire at 20... she's 23, 24, 25 now.
24.
Or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And she's a big billionaire. She has 2 children already, and she look old as fuck already. So, but, so people think, oh, I'm behind, you know, I need to get on my grind and be like Kylie or whoever the fuck, you know.
Yeah. I mean, again, this just runs back to, to what Blue says. Y'all want y'all lifestyles to be like the lifestyles on social media. Right. And it's just like, you know, I like the luxurious lifestyle. Right. I would love to dabble into that because shout out to Blue. Mm-hmm. Blue has introduced me to a couple of very soft, she introduced me to a soft lifestyle, and I love it here. Mm-hmm. I love it. It's different. I catch myself getting into the raunchy because I was so used to dealing with raunchy ass people and friends. It's just like, you know, having someone who's in life who's like, you don't have to do all that to get what you want. Right. This is another route you can go, or you don't have to be like that here. Let's try this route. And it's just like, it's different. But to pertain this lifestyle in your head and to not do it,
doing it in real life.
I know that speaks a lot of value. Right. Just loony all fucking together. Right. Like I was saying the other day, y'all be this is the next point. Mm-hmm. You social media comedians.
Hate them. Hate you all.
I hate you. I hate every single one of you.
If you actually funny and you actually, instead of just copy and pasting what people say because you think it's cool, then, I mean, yeah. If you're actually funny, then that's one thing.
Yeah, and then y'all get mad when y'all say something and somebody get on your ass. Right. I think that's the most dumbest shit ever. Like, if you said it to be funny, but in all reality, that shit was not funny at all. And then some of the shit y'all be saying, y'all be really getting to a lot of people. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, y'all be being so like Facebook, especially Facebook comedians, and y'all want to be the next funny person. Like, y'all basically, y'all don't know. Y'all be getting to a lot of people, but now when the motherfuckers want to beat y'all ass and fight, where you at?
This account has been deactivated.
Crickets in the motherfucking room. Literally. Right. Like, y'all can't do that, which reminds me, this is my last point, and you got any points on this?
I might. I don't know.
Okay. This is my last point, and I'm going to be done. I looked on Twitter, and I made a whole rant about this on Snap. A fucking girl, rest in peace to Shaquilla Robinson. A girl went on Twitter, and y'all get on Erykah Badu's internet, and y'all and say the most stupidest shit ever. She got on there and said, a goofy ass bitch getting beat up naked, it couldn't be me.
That's horrible.
When I say I almost lost my shit, even listening to myself read that out loud. How was she goofy for getting beaten to death?
Right.
How? And y'all, you cannot fault this girl for being naked. They caught that girl off guard, period.
That's horrible. Horrible what happened to her.
The last point I want to make on that is y'all need to watch who the fuck y'all call y'all
Right.
friends.
Be careful of the company that you fucking keep.
Oh my God, the news that is coming out right now in regards of that girl dying. First of all, y'all, when the girl died, y'all left her in the fucking Airbnb.
Right. And y'all went back home.
And the maid had to find her dead. Y'all are sick as... Oh my God. Like, I literally, when I thought about it earlier, I had tears in my eyes.
Right.
Because that shit is horrible. Literally, they got another video that just surfaced up of her looking for her friends.
Right.
And you bitches was in the room
Right.
plotting on her.
And the way she walked in, she's like, hey, bitches, let's get drunk. And they were like staring at her ass.
Quiet.
I was like, oh my God.
That's sad.
Right. And it's like, who the fuck is recording these videos?
She recorded the first one.
Mm.
The second one was the home girl. Her name Winter. She was the one recording that one.
Okay, so who was recording her getting beat up?
Winter.
Shaquilla
was the second one. Yeah. So shame on you, Winter, and shame on the girl who beat her.
Shame on the niggas, the men that were in the house.
Oh my God, that mind boggles me. And then the men on the thing. You ain't gonna fight back? What the fuck you mean?
And she said, no, I'm not fighting back because you don't want to fight your fucking friend. I think she was drunk too when she was getting beat up. She was like, no, and this bitch just going to fucking town on her.
How did y'all how did y'all verify if that was alcohol poisoning?
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all assume that was alcohol poisoning? Shout out to fucking Mexico because they did an autopsy and you bitches are going to jail.
She had a broken neck.
And a cracked spine.
Right, cracked spine.
God.
They say I don't know if it was Winter, but they said somebody got her in a headlock and body slammed her, and she died.
What? Oh my God!
I cannot wait as more details emerge because that's fucking horrible. She was going to Mexico to celebrate what she thought was a friend's birthday, and she was a boss. So I think they said she had like $10,000 on her. So now they're thinking the plot was to fucking rob her.
They stole $6,000 from her.
Mm-hmm.
The daddy went on an interview and said that they stolen $6,000 from her. No, one of the dudes came and did an interview. Well, he went on Facebook, YouTube, something, and he posted a video. You watched it?
I think was it that boy sitting there? He's like, "There's information coming out."
It's a homeboy. He was rolling up a blunt, and he was in his bathroom. And he was basically telling his side of the story. He said when he got there, that's
about her supposed bestie or something.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
If he was there on the trip, right?
They was there before him.
They was there before.
He had got there the next day,
but
I think.
So she was living when he was there.
Yeah.
If you my bestie and I feel there's some weird shit going on, come on, let's get the fuck up out of here and we're going to another hotel. Like, there's no fucking way I would even... So did he leave at the same time as the rest of them?
I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have
I
to
know
watch
bits
it.
and pieces, but like, there's no fucking way I'm leaving everybody without my best friend. So if he stayed at the Airbnb, he knew what the fuck was going on.
He said when he got there, they had fought. The first fight they had, he had no acknowledgement of it because he had got there that Saturday.
Okay.
So he didn't know any acknowledgement of that. But he said when they were there, I want to say he didn't have acknowledgement of he didn't even mention the second one.
Right.
Excuse me, he didn't mention the second one. So the second one just now resurfacing.
Right.
So that means you did leave out a piece of detail.
Right.
So
what events were you there for? Because at some point you gonna be privy to the information of what's going on.
And his story doesn't even add up.
Right.
Because he said that somebody said she had alcohol poisoning and she was laid out in the she was like her head was on the toilet and they thought she was asleep. Well, he thought she was asleep.
So that's your best friend. You're not even gonna check on her, or what?
Now you're not gonna check
some
pulse?
Shit don't make sense. It don't make sense. And like if you stay in there, you gotta be privy. And then you arrived before she died. There's a time when she was alive, and then there's a time she was dead, and everybody left.
Right.
So you didn't look around for your bestie. You didn't have no communication. You didn't be like, hey, girl, y'all didn't text. Y'all didn't talk. Y'all didn't do nothing. You saw her. You know she got beat the fuck up. and you just let her know what's going on. You didn't even speak to her, or what's really going on.
Again, that's sad.
Right.
But that goes to show you right there. Watch the company.
Right.
That you fucking keep. A lot of y'all, it's a joke that, you know, when the group chat finally make it
right to the trip
right. that we talked about, God prevents a lot of things from happening. And, you know, with this situation, a lot of y'all need to open your eyes and be like, was God preventing this to happening to me? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not gonna rest that baby's soul.
Right.
But this shows an example. She's now the example. Showing y'all an example of watch who the fuck y'all friends with. Watch the company y'all keep. And y'all can't go on a trip with everybody. Especially with the type of person she was. She was a braider.
Yeah, she was a boss ass bitch. She drove a nice ass car.
Yes. This bitch had money. And every single bitch that was on that trip looked like they was some hating ass bitches. When I seen the pictures, it just screamed, you bitches were haters. And it mind boggles me because she just seemed like she was a nice ass girl. Even the family said she was nice. So the audacity of y'all to basically do that to her, y'all should be ashamed of it. Now look at y'all.
Right.
About to spend y'all entire life in
involved.
fucking jail.
Right. And I hope y'all do.
Throw away the fucking key, because we don't want none of y'all out. Now y'all spending the rest of y'all life, y'all can't even have fucking kids no more. Mm-hmm. I bet when y'all get up in there, somebody gonna beat the shit out of y'all. Right. Just like y'all did to Shaquilla. Rest her soul,
right? Because that's horrible.
That
shit.
Thinking
you going to Mexico to celebrate your friends, but shit, sad as fuck.
That's sad. But do you have any points, Miss Blue? I'm sorry, I went on a rampage on that one because I don't think so. I didn't mean for the conversation to dwell into like celebrity territory, but I think we got a decent. Do you have anything else to say about your social media activities and shit like that? Have you ever got catfish before?
Me, personally, people have tried, but I have not fallen victim to catfishing.
I got another question. Do you know somebody who catfished?
I do. I had a friend, Tales of the Tune, who liked to catfish people. And if you're going to be a catfish, you better be a damn good one.
That part.
This person, Tune, he will pull up blurry ass pictures, look like taken with a Nokia, for a 2001 Nokia from fucking Google, and put it and he would take multiple pictures, and it wouldn't even be the same person. Piss poor ass catfish, worst catfish ever. And it would be this. He had a character. Should I put the character name out there?
Let's call him.
We're gonna call him. We're gonna call him
Smooth.
No, hold on. I want it to be.
Fucking.
We're gonna call him Levi.
Ooh.
We're gonna call him Levi Lawrence. Levi Lawrence had a big grand backstory that didn't make no fucking sense. Levi Lawrence is from England. He had a wife who died in a car accident or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. And he moved to Texas. Beaumont fucking Texas. And he would catfish as his character on a Grindr. Mm-hmm. I don't know what his goal was, but he would get dick pics and shit like that and leave or something. I don't fucking know. So he has a whole separate account for Levi Lawrence, who would so he can subscribe to gay Snapchats and with dicks. He asked me to log into that account one time to look at something, a message or some shit. I saw so many cocks, dicks, fucking assholes. I was like, oh my god, and so many like. I would like, how you get a snap notification, so many snap, do-do. I'd be like, these better not be fucking dicks in this fucking account on these pictures. He would use it to catfish. And he used it to catfish a boy, allegedly, if this boy is even real, that goes to his school. We're going to call him Raiden. Raiden was allegedly a top level varsity baseball player. And he tried to catfish Raiden because he was madly in love with Raiden. According to my side of the story, he told J. Marie a different story. Now, the thing is about Luke Lawrence and Toon's real account. Toon had literally the exact same username as Luke Lawrence. So, like, let's say Toon's account Snapchat was named Luke Lawrence something. And then Luke Lawrence's Snapchat would be Luke Lawrence B. And the boy noticed and he was like, Toon, I know this is you catfishing me. And he was like, no, that's not me. He's like, the usernames are the exact same. And so Toon got caught. And so apparently Raiden blocked him. But from that, Raiden unblocked him and their love story began. But that was basically the extent of the catfishing. And
yeah, the love story is funny, but we ain't gonna
it's a long ass story.
If y'all want to hear it, let us know. But I mean, that's the whole segment on this.
But what's your experience with somebody catfishing, January?
I used to be one.
Okay.
Back in the day, about all y'all, because I got caught. Back in when Urban Chat, I just showed my age. Back when Urban Chat was a thing. Yeah, I'm 28, so Urban Chat was in motion when I was in middle school. And like we used to be on Urban Chat really heavy. Like me and a couple of my friends, my god sister in particular, like me and her used to get on there like really heavy and like used to just clown. And it was me, her, and it was another young lady in particular. I'm gonna name her, cause I ain't gonna put her name out. I'm gonna name her Ruby. It will be me, my god sister, and Ruby. And we would be on there heavy as fuck. And we would just be doing and saying the most crazy shit. But y'all gotta think about it. We were in middle school at the time. So it's just like, we don't know better. And one time, y'all, I catfished this guy. Y'all, I'm not a hot twat, I promise y'all. But I was 15 or 16 at the time. And no, this wasn't in middle school. Come back some. I was young as fuck. But we were on a road trip somewhere, and I was talking to a 18-year-old that one of the girls had hooked me up with. I want to say it was either my god sister or it might have been Ruby. I don't know which one. But me and him were on the phone, and I was just talking to him, and I forgot who said, so one of them snitched on me. And I think it was my god sister because she's a little bit younger than me. She was like, you need to tell mama that you talking to an 18-year-old, and my fucking face literally like turned purple. And she was just like, are you fucking serious? You're talking to an 18-year-old. And she snatched my phone. And she was just like, you're talking to a fucking kid. And she hung up. And then, he somehow exposed me because I didn't know he was from Beaumont, y'all. He was like, I'm talking to a fucking kid.
Oh, my God.
He didn't put a picture to it, but he knew my motherfucking name.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why would he expose? I would just keep it push. I just take the L, keep going. But why would you broadcast? I'm talking to a child. Okay. I mean, I tried catfishing, which it wasn't for me. I didn't see the appeal. Like I changed my picture. Like I got on Google. I was like pretty white girl. I googled the picture of pretty white girl. It was like a porn star or some shit. So I was like, man, I hope nobody recognizes. Nobody did recognize it, and I was like, hi, my name is Savannah. I'm 22 and I go to New York University, and I was like, this is not fun. I don't know. I just stopped immediately.
But that's it. I was a catfish back in my younger days, but I ain't a catfish no more. Now I be seeing a lot of people do catfish shit, but I ain't never just been a motherfucking catfish.
Right.
But y'all, that's gonna be
it for this episode. I don't know how long this is.
Yeah, this is a good ass episode. But we're gonna go ahead. You ready for the emails?
Yeah, I am.
We're gonna go ahead and get to the emails. So we're gonna see y'all in the email section right after this commercial break.
Are you enjoying the show? Give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening on and connect with us on social media. Our Instagram is at VividlyVocalPod. Our Facebook is VividlyVocal Podcast. And our Twitter is at VividlyVocal.
Vividly Vocal is an independent operation. So if you want to help us get bigger and better, cash up us at $VividlyVocal. Now, back to the show.
All right, first email. Am I late to the party? Most definitely.
Yeah.
I was just listening to you guys. I was about to start emailing you guys. And once it got to the end of the episode, I hear a new podcast was made. I'm really excited about this. You two have always been my favorite on season 3. I'm very happy that you girls are now doing a podcast. I'm excited. But I do need some more hope and help. I'm always getting into these toxic situations. And I do believe that I'm the problem. Hope you guys can help. I have worked in the entertainment industry for a while. An acquaintance I worked on a film with invited me to an audition for another film, and I decided it would be my last one. I've worked on some large projects before then and had some big non-film projects since. I got through several rounds of auditions for the film and beat out every actress in the region. 1.5 years later, I was fired. And instead of "thank you for your time, we've decided to go in a different direction," it was over an hour of vicious bullshit. While working on the film, I started working on a book with the director, which is still not published, who got the art the same day I was bitched out. I was being abused at home and literally slept on a coworker I met 2 years ago's couch to get to a rehearsal in the morning one time. Director was aware. The friend who recruited me to the film said my client said I was never meant to be permanent. I was being abused at home and told I was going to go to film in Georgia the next month. That was 2019 to 2020. 2021, I became homeless. It was really rough as a legally orphaned college student to suddenly have to find housing for myself and my younger sibling. One of my family members, who other members purchased a family home for, threatened to kill us to get the house sold when the market went up. Oh my God. People will do anything for money, man. Well, a month into being homeless, I get the contract for the book deal, and it's not how it was presented to me at all. It even said he was just buying paintings I didn't do for the cover book that I was allowing him to do for the cover. I got that taken out, but had no other bargaining power if I wanted my paintings back when this was all over. I didn't even realize how bad the contract was until the second book. When I was homeless, he asked me to do 2 more books. I turned in 3 illustrations for the next and moved on to the other project work, which was a front cover and the formatting. My workload had changed to a wrap, and he tried to gaslight me that we had discussed a wrap. I halted work, recognized this as a pattern of behavior. For instance, I did a sketch per story on the last book, and when I turned in the approved sketches, he claimed 2 were missing and looked at the last contract. It was not at all the agreement I agreed to. Now listen, you're better off making decisions drunk than homeless. I was told I would get money from merchandise, which is in the email containing the contract, but the contract itself says I may get paid for merchandise. That's not a simple mistake a grown adult makes, and I can't simply go off his word like I was. He also lied about what an exclusive agreement was and continues to reassure me I have more rights than I do on paper, such as the right to exhibit my work.
That's a 4-page note.
Yes, but we're going to keep reading, babe. He has some work for the next book, and I haven't been paid still. Not to mention when I asked for a 3% royalty, he reduced the whole payment by 60%. He went back on that when he realized I wasn't going to do another whole book for $150. Again, I was literally homeless at the time. I met recently with him to get the physicals back and asked to get the contract clarified. It's so vague and obviously only focuses on fucking me over. I emphasized how this would benefit my client to have the contract clarified, such as if a publisher/distributor came along, he could clearly show he has the right to use the work. He decided we would each take 2 weeks to look at it and get the new agreement formed before January. A week later, he sends me an email that it says H's push the schedule up and we'll need to get it sooner. Oh, that he's pushed the schedule up and need to get it sooner. I let him know I'm still working on it. He sends another email with information opposite than what he said just 1 week earlier. I recognize this pattern of behavior. Every time I might be able to make a choice, he turns things upside down. I started calling attorneys the next day. Very good. You need an attorney. I meet with one in a few days to see how I can legally get out of the agreement. I want to ask to get out of it first. How should I approach this with my client? I'd like to do a mutual rescission. I'll return money. He returns the working rights. But obviously, he loses his first 2 books and wouldn't want to do that. But it's not going to be a successful business venture. I don't think he'll be willing to hear me out, but it might be worth a shot. I know that having my name attached to the project won't give him the benefits he was hoping for at this point. I have my 15 minutes of fame and still get stories written about me regularly. If I'm not willing to promote the project for no money, which I was asked to do. While I was homeless, he literally asked me to go to events and sell the first book for him, which I have no royalty for. I just want out, but I'd like to do so in a way where I can break things off and they won't get toxic. I know he's a bad person, but I hate confrontation and would like him to recognize that this will be better than having to credit me. I don't want to make my exit from the agreement about all of the events above this, but I know I'll have to give a reason. What do I even say? The book would be cool, but I never agreed to give up what I gave up. The process was traumatic, and it won't be good to be legally bound to this person for more than a decade. I have to box up my own paintings, which are self-portraits, and pretend they didn't exist the way this contract is written.
Ooh.
That's a doozy.
Oh
gosh.
shit. There's a lot of math equations and shit. Go ahead, Blue. Sorry.
This director. Oh my god. That was a lot to process. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what you're going through, and I hope you're not. I mean, I don't know if you're still homeless, but I hope you're not homeless, and I hope there's a way that you get you and your younger sibling up out of this.
Yeah.
And you said you're college age, so it's very hard to navigate business, and contracts and things when you don't understand the verbiage, because some contracts are purposely written for you to misinterpret them and for you to misunderstand them.
Definitely.
And so, yes, from the beginning, get a lawyer. Like, if you enter a really big contract, get a lawyer. If you can afford to get an attorney to word it and interpret it for you and to negotiate these things, because they're more up to date on the verbiage and whatnot. And hopefully, you said you just want out. You just want out of this deal completely. See if you can do that. See what your rights are. Like you said, meet with your attorney. See what your rights are. As to how this is going to go, you don't want it to be toxic, but this director seems very toxic, and I hope he won't. I mean, I think you said you're done with acting, but hopefully he won't get you blackballed from the industry or that you're working in. Yeah. But, I mean, Godspeed to you. I really, besides getting an attorney, talk to an attorney, that's my main thing, and see what your rights are. As to the outcome, I really don't have any dealings and things like this, but I know he's a bad person, but I hate the confrontation. You hate confrontation. I know I hate confrontation too, but sometimes you just gonna have to take it there, to avoid getting fucked over like this. You just want to, you can break things up. Sometimes you can't just break things off in a way they won't be nice and clean, but that might be a risk you'll just have to take. I don't want to take my exit from the agreement. No, I have to give a reason. What do I even say? I mean, you're just gonna have to. I really don't. I'm really stumped on this one. Like, I'm probably gonna have to sit down and read this again. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this was a lot to stumble across. Can we email you what we feel? How about that? I feel like
if you have something else to add, if I have something else to add, most definitely. Because I'm not sure.
I have to sit there and analyze everything that you're saying, because it was a lot. It was a lot to listen to, and it was a lot to read.
Right.
I just feel like
most definitely a lot to read.
Yeah, I feel like we'll have to email you one-on-one to give you how we feel, and then we could read our email on the next episode. Right. Hopefully you do email us by then. Right. But right now,
That's a lot. There's a lot of information to take in, but mainly, my main thing is, yes, get an attorney.
Yeah.
See what your rights are, see what your options are moving forward, and then get back to us with what your options are with this and what you'd like to do ideally.
And then I'm, again, like Blue said, I'm sorry that you and your siblings are going through this.
Right.
I wish y'all nothing but the best, honestly. Like, y'all gonna get out of this, and that's just really fucked up on, you know, the director, she said?
Yes.
That's fucked up on the director end of what's going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But we'll email you how we feel.
Right.
The next one says, hi. Hello. I seen that you guys were taking advice emails on Instagram, and I just had to come and get some advice from you guys. I listened to the first episode and was really scared at first to email because I didn't know if you guys would allow what I had to say to be read on your platform. First of all, what are you about to say? But I faced my fears and now I am emailing you guys. So this is the problem. My spouse and I have been having a troubled marriage since we found out we were pregnant. We had communication issues and just became disconnected. He asked for a no contact break because he said he is, quote unquote, not in the right headspace to give me the support I need and would like for us to really work out, but we need to do it right by taking time off. Fast forward to now, almost 2 weeks of no contact. I found out he's been active on social media, messaging and liking liking pictures of random girls. It's not the first time it happened. I caught him during my first trimester when one of the girls he messaged actually messaged me about it. I told him to clean up. He said he would and will work on earning back my trust. He assured that he never really acted upon it like physical sex, but this unhealthy coping mechanism of his to seek external validation is a pattern that I think he needs to address. Mm-hmm. I told him only he could decide that for himself. He reached out to me a few days ago to ask how I've been. We talked occasionally about my health and then a little about gaming. Video game is one of our common hobbies. Hey, come on now. I didn't mention anything about how I know he has those hidden social medias. He hid it from his family and me, when he talks to random girls. It somewhat reminds me of someone having a midlife crisis. My question is this a phase? Is this phase just a phase?
He needs to grow the fuck up.
I want to understand where he is coming from, but he's been telling me he is sorry for it. It's immature, dumb, and was seeking validation.
You're a grown ass man.
A little bit of background about us, so maybe you can provide other insights. Okay. Mm-hmm. We never got a house together. I stay at one of my parents' rental houses to help manage it, and also where I get some income. My spouse lived with me until October of last year because he left home from having constant disagreements with his family. I was working full-time management in retail until less than 2 years ago. Then I worked part-time so I could finish my bachelor's degree, which I did right before I got pregnant.
Good for you.
And will be starting my master's degree online when my baby is past 6 months. The end goal is to be able to work with a good pay and my own schedule and remotely because my priorities is being present for my family. My spouse has a good stable job as well with great benefits and pension. He actually just recently got promoted to a position he's always wanted and told me that one of the reasons he is overwhelmed with my pregnancy because he needs to focus on his new position.
Oh my God.
I fucking hate him. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I fucking hate him.
He has to go.
You're a grown ass man. When you took your vows and you married this woman, ain't no getting overwhelmed and seeking out validation from outside sources. No.
Period. No.
No.
Not at all.
And
No.
this 2-week break shit that niggas like to do, none of y'all don't ever listen to a man that say, I need a break. Don't do that shit.
No fucking
That means
break.
I don't want you right now.
That means he want to do him.
Right.
And he want to go out here and fuck Tom, Dick, Sally,
Right.
Harry, and Bob. Like, fuck that shit.
Right.
No.
This is not, I would not just say this is a phase, because I don't want this to seem like it's a natural thing you should accept, because I know you're seeking to understand him. You're trying to get in his headspace of why he's not present with me as I'm, dealing with this pregnancy. But him, he's a little boy. Okay.
Child's play.
I'm not in the right headspace to give you you're pregnant. He put his seed, he busted up in you and he gave you his seed. And you're saying you're not in the right headspace to give me the support I need right now. We're supposed to be married and we're living apart. Why do y'all live apart? Or
that is a good question.
Yeah. Or did he move out when y'all said he asked for a no contact break? This is not. Do not let your husband ask you for a fucking break. A break from what, bitch? I just found out I'm pregnant and you want a break.
We don't believe in breaks. Once you said I do, we don't have breaks.
And what part of break? If there's a break where he's in the mountains meditating and like getting in touch with himself, but you're on Instagram messaging other bitches, how is that? That's not a self-discovery journey. What that got to do with anything? Why can't you find yourself while you're with me, bitch, or whatever the fuck you got going on? What part? What part of messaging other bitches fits into you focusing on your career?
It's not you focusing on your career. It's not you trying to find yourself. It's not none of that shit you're being childish, and you just say you want to fuck on something else.
Just say you're not ready for this, or like you don't want a commitment, even though you married to this woman, even though you made this baby with this woman. Be honest and be upfront about it. He's fucking childish as fuck.
That's Fisher
like he
Price.
said, immature as fuck. And like a woman, you said you getting your bachelor's degree. Good for you. You're working part-time and planning on getting your master's when your baby's 6 months. Think about a woman. A woman do it all when she's pregnant with the baby.
Facts.
Why does a man have to be, I'm overwhelmed. Oh my God. I'm so fucking overwhelmed. I need to focus on my career now. No. When you entered into this union, it was both of y'all to raise this child together.
Facts.
Why does the woman always have to be there 100%? And this man, I gotta break. I gotta take a break. Oh my God. Fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do.
That goes back to what we was saying last episode. You like the idea of a fucking family.
Yeah. But you when it come down to the wire, you not fucking ready.
Exactly. You just like the fucking idea.
Like literally, you just found out you're pregnant. You say you in your first or second trimester, and this man already fucking. Oh, I need a fucking break. Oh my God, I need a break. He said, I would really like for us to work out, but we need to do it right by taking. No, that's not doing it right. Like my friend on the last episode in New York, she found out she was fucking pregnant. Well, the man she was with sent her back to New York because he felt pressure of taking care of a household. But she found out she's pregnant. He's like, okay, I'm going to take care of you and the baby, but y'all got to live in a whole separate household from me. Well, what fucking sense do that make? It's not, the math's not fucking mathing. Like, either you going to be there from, like I told her, I was like, man, you deserve a man who's going to be there for you as soon as the moment you found out you were pregnant, happy for you. And never taking a fucking moment off of being happy and saying, I'm going to commit to this and I'm going to raise this child. You shouldn't have to convince him or being like, or even being like an option like it shouldn't be all this. Like, I just need to get in his head. I just need to know. I need to know, where is he coming from? I just don't understand. Love don't cause no confusion.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. If a man leaving you confused, he don't fucking love you.
Come on.
That's just what it is. Like, love
facts.
is patient, love is kind. It makes you feel calm. It makes you feel at peace. And this man, he's not giving you what you need, sweetheart.
Period. And that's just word to the wise, and that's big facts. So I just say it's not a phase. I say you talk to him and let him know, sir, this is the last time you will be hearing from me and your child. You have a good day. You go entertain those internet bitches and all that.
I'll see you in court for my check.
Period. And that's just the fuck of that. Point blank. Period. Next email.
Last one we running low on time. So I mean, this is gonna be the last one. We'll see y'all other two next week.
Yes.
Hey guys, back again. Hey guys, thank you for reading my email. I just love you guys. I will get back to my grandpa situation. He is doing so much better since the last email. Aww. Just know that my auntie is gone. The one that was drugging him. No, not dead, but it's a lot going on. But let me get some advice on this situation. I've been having some sort of issue with my so-called best friend for some years now. I'll just start with saying she is an interesting person. By that, I mean she's never truly grown up. We are both 18. Every time she doesn't get her way, she just fully lashes out at anyone she deems responsible. What does that seem familiar? Treats her parents like shit, even though they do everything for her. And most importantly for my story today, she treats everyone around her like actual crap and kind of just wants to get away with it since she's pretty. I just wanted an opinion on some issues we've been having, even though I'll add that it's gotten slightly better since last year. We go to school together. We are in the same class. There's only one. It's a European school. We walk to and from school together, and we even hang out outside of it, just us two. I started to notice odd behaviors ever since 9th grade, where she would do anything to come at me. And I've seen those patterns repeat in times like some sort of pattern. She accuses me of always complaining. I say I'm cold. I get yelled at very loudly for complaining. She actually screams at me when I don't seem to understand what she means with something. She yelled at me in class because I couldn't figure out what she was trying to say. And just today she screamed at me and tossed me around because I couldn't see a pigeon. In all caps, pigeon. She calls me ableist slurs and stuff when I can't understand what she's saying. She stops talking to me when I get better grades than her. It seems that all she does is aim to humiliate me, even though I do everything for her. To her, her bad grades are my fault because I even said a word wrong. What? Whoa. Because I made her go to school that day.
What?
I do all her homework for her. I write out all her presentations and even do all her tests for her. It's somehow still my fault. Still my fault. I'm just so sick and don't even have the energy to snap back at her because I'm simply not used to having conflict, but I genuinely can't stand her anymore, as you shouldn't. I don't know if that makes me an asshole, but I wish she dropped me instead of keeping me just to fuel her anger. I guess I just want some advice on how to handle the situation. Should I drop her completely? Yes. As soon as school's over, or should I try to talk it out? Thank you for your help.
Man, fuck that hoe.
Fuck her. My God.
That is the illiterate ass
She got
bitch.
some problems on the inside.
No,
or some
for
shit.
real.
She need an exorcism.
Leave her what the fuck she is. Because at the end of the fucking day, we just said this. Watch who the fuck you call your fucking friend.
She's not
that
your
bitch
friend,
is
babe.
not your fucking friend, babe. Leave her where the fuck she is and don't turn the fuck back. It is what it is. That bitch is a hater.
Right.
That bitch hates you.
Right.
You have done something to make her hate you, and bitch, no. No. Drop that hoe like a bad habit.
She got fucking problems.
And if that bitch come talk about what happened, bitch, you happened.
You happen, bitch. Remember I said I couldn't see the pigeon the other day and you called me a big fucking dirty ass bitch or whatever the fuck?
You know, like, what the fuck? Leave that hoe alone.
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone, baby. But
She seemed like stressed.
Yeah,
Like,
who?
I can tell you stressed the fuck out.
Who?
And so I feel like writing this out, as soon as I type out this shit out, I'd be like, what the fuck am I fighting for this friendship for? And I would be like, never mind, I answered my own question. Never mind.
ain't shit
But
to
get
fight
rid
for.
of her. Get rid of her.
But that's gonna be it, you guys.
Right.
Because we are pressed for time, baby. But do you have any advice before we leave? Do you have
Ooh,
any
you go
inspirational
first.
things to say? Ooh, girl. I just want to say before anything, like, I hope y'all have an amazing day today. Today is really a good day. I don't know why I felt to say that, but today is, an amazing day. And my advice for you guys is, I don't have none. Well, let me, Blue, take it away because I gotta find one.
True love means showing up for someone when it matters, even if you're going through something yourself. If it's a big deal to them, it's a big deal to you.
Okay, I like that. Mine's is the most desired gift of love is not diamonds or roses or chocolate. It is focused attention. But that's gonna be it, you guys. I don't know what to say. We'll see y'all next episode. We got a good topic for next episode, so make sure y'all tune in. But this is it. This is J. Marie.
This is Blue.
And we will see y'all on next episode.
Bye.
Bye.